Hey, what's up? It's your boy 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And yeah, it's Friday night and I just wanted to at least kick it with y'all for a little bit and you know, just wanted to hang out. What's up, Zachariah 315? How you doing? DJ Ronnie G in the house, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well, man. Just thankful to be here and yeah, I'm just kicking it. For about an hour or so. There's all kind of shit going on tonight. I'm just trying to see how y'all doing, man. Kick it with y'all, and later on I'll be on the late show with Stone Loki and Mexican Iron Man over on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. I'll be over there tonight. But for now, just wanted to come kick it with y'all and see what y'all doing. Yeah, I'm chilling. Good day. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Shit. Say Zachariah and DJ Ronnie G, just curious, man. Where you guys at? Like, what part of the US are you guys on? I'm over here in Houston, so I'm actually I'm like right on the outskirts of downtown. So I can walk out of my house, go to the corner, which is I live like there's only one house that's on the corner. Just go and from there I can look and I can see the whole Houston skyline, man. The whole skyline of downtown and everything. So, it's pretty cool. It's a nice neighborhood. Thankful for that. Yeah, I want to stream before I go out. Oh, it's crazy, man. I was born in New Jersey and raised in the South Bronx. So, I was born in off of East 156th Street between Sherman and Sheridan, over there by the Grand Concourse, which is close by the old Yankee Stadium. And yeah, I missed that, man. I don't know if you ever been to the Grand Concourse, man, over there in the Bronx, but that's just fucking wild. Just imagine crossing that fucking street, man. Shit. It's like someone crossing the Grand Concourse in the Bronx. It's like somebody playing fucking Frogger. You know what I'm saying? Like you. Since I've been there in almost 20 years, man. It's been a minute, man. I've been to Jersey though. I remember oh yeah, I played Frog. I frogged across the boulevard before. I feel you, man. Holy shit. Man. Yeah, that was a hot minute. I used to go to PS90, man. PS90. It's still there too, man. The whole neighborhood looks different, man. New York has changed a lot, man. New York has gotten out of that shitty slump mode that it was in from like the 70s and the 80s and shit. That's why like, when it's funny, man, because when people used to do like, oh, PS22, that's what's up, man. That's cool. It's crazy, man. When you look at movies and like Fort Apache, The Bronx, RoboCop. It's like when I know RoboCop is not New York, but basically when you look at movies from like the 70s and 80s, whether it's cop movies, action movies, or some sci-fi shit, basically somewhat of your post-apocalyptic landscape was like the fucking late 70s, early 80s New York or Chicago, that kind of shit. And boy, yeah, that was, so basically when you seen like the rundown houses, no, I mean like basically the abandoned apartment buildings and all kind of shit, the way New York used to look back in the 70s and 80s, that's what, again, Escape from New York is that look. And it's crazy because like when you look at Escape from New York, even though that was a fucking like a movie set and all that bullshit, you know, some of it or whatever, that was actually what New York kind of looked like on in a fucking in a you know, when it was fucking dark outside, you damn near looking like you walking through a, you know, the fucking the scene of Escape from New York. So, you know, it's you know, I guess you see that kind of shit also, like I guess more or less like what Judge Dredd, you know, like dirty ass city blocks, trash all over the fucking place, people all over, you know, people all over the place. It's like shit. Subway cars covered with graffiti. There you go. Yup. All that shit, man. You know, it's funny. I saw an article yesterday how they're rolling out these new subway trains out of, you know, from out of New York, and already motherfuckers are tagging them up and shit. I was like, come on, man. You can't, you know, you can't expect to have a clean fucking subway train go through the fucking station and not have, you know, a whole bunch of people tagging and doing graffiti. They're gonna look at that train and they're gonna be like, oh shit, we got a fucking fresh, clean canvas to fucking tag on. And hell, they're either gonna hit it with the spray can, you know, with the spray can, or they're gonna come with the fat ass fucking marker. You know, that big fat ass black marker they used to have. That's normally what you would see when you go inside apartment buildings. You see somebody tagging like somewhere like on the escalator and shit. You know, when you fucking, you know, running up and down that shit, you actually can see the stairwell. You can actually see people you know, they'll tag that shit with the marker. And then when you go outside, that's when they'll fucking hit it with the spray can. So basically, you know, the way they tagged is like, yeah, those fat ass black magic markers, yeah, they those were good for tagging, you know, inside like, you know, hallways, inside apartment buildings and shit like that. But then, you know, or basically like on top of some glass, like some real quick, you know, and, you know, hurry up and do that shit before somebody sees you, or, you know, some bullshit. And then, but when people go outside, that's when they bust out the spray cans and shit. Plus, you'd be stupid to spray inside, and you might possibly fucking spray yourself up or inhale that shit. So, of course, you're better off coming off with the marker. And then when you be outside, fucking come with the spray can. You know, it's funny, man. My brother still tags, man. My brother, shit. My brother's what, like, it's my big brother. He's, fuck, man. He's some years older than me. He's about 49, 50 right now. And he still tags. Matter of fact, he has like this big wooden board in the back of the apartment building. You know how, you know, it's funny how you have like all the apartment buildings, they're all back to back, you know, along the whole city block, but right in the middle, in the backyard, you can see, you know, everybody's fire escapes and shit like that. Well, you know, if you go through the back of the apartment to that open, I don't know what you call it, like a little, like a backyard kind of shit, but it's all fenced off with gates and fucking clotheslines and shit. He has his big ass wooden board that he would just sit there and fucking tag up shit, and he forgot how to do it, and he picked it back up, and he's actually pretty damn good, man. Oh, what's up, Pat? Hold on, Pat. I'm gonna send you a link, man. No, you're all good. I got you, Pat. I was trying to set up the send you the StreamYard link while I was talking to everybody. So I was working on that already, but I'm sending it to you now. Just give me 1 second, man. Yeah, man. Let's see. Share it. All right, here we go. Where you at, Pat? All right, almost done. There you go. Hit it, done, and send. There you go, brother. You should get it any second now. What's up, Zax? What's going on, man? Nah, we talking about New York, man. So I find it interesting when people tag billboards and other hard to access places. Even in Houston, there's some bridges, like not there's nothing like I'm talking about the bridges are small as shit. There's nothing like anything like any bridge in New York. But even then, there's graffiti on the bridge, but the way it's like the way the bridge is made, the only way you can do it is you have to I don't know how the fuck they would have to hang off the bridge to get to access under the bridge to tag it when there's nothing to hang off of. But there's nothing to grab on or nothing to, I don't fucking know, man. I don't see how they go into places that I could probably tell you, man, they probably not alone. Probably 2 or 3 people. I don't know if they're holding them or they're grabbing on a rope or they got some chain or some shit that they can hold on so they don't fall the fuck, they don't kill themselves. I don't know how the fuck they do it, man. To me, it makes it seem like they could be like parkour, type people where they can fucking jump and get to places you wouldn't even fucking imagine. I mean, that's just crazy. What's up, Pat?
Hey, buddy. How you like my avatar?
I like it, man.
You know who that is?
I just see a nice looking chick at the bottom, but nah. What's
That's Frank Feroza. How do you say his
name?
that
you know what
That's
I was gonna say
yeah.
that. Yeah, that looks like some Frank work. I interviewed his daughter before, man.
Oh yeah. Did you do that with Gary, or you did that?
Yeah. Sarah Frazetta, yeah.
She's cool, dude. I remember being there when y'all were doing that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
she's super cool. You ought to ask her to come on and do your show, man. She seems to be. I think she likes the people on YouTube who respect her grandfather. And you guys, anybody that was on that panel, I think she totally dug y'all. So,
well, the one thing about her is like the one thing I didn't like, and I ain't talking shit or nothing, but there was enough questions asked to her. Like a lot of shit was about, her grandfather, which I understand, but I mean, you can only do so much with that, but she's there and she's actually doing the art and she's fucking doing covers and all this other shit. And I'm like, why don't we ask her more questions? She's right here on,
Yeah, you make a good point because it's like, let's say you had, I don't know if Jack Kirby has grandchildren, grandsons, but let's say you're interviewing Jack Kirby's grandson. You certainly would want to talk a little bit about Jack Kirby because it's Jack Kirby. But if Jack Kirby's grandson was also in the industry or he was doing something very similar to what his grandfather was doing and he was a success in his own right, yeah, you would probably want to talk about that because when Gary approached me, and it was my own fault probably for not asking more questions, but I just thought she was kind of the caretaker of like her grandfather's estate and his copyrighted material and everything. I didn't figure out till like almost the end of the show, hey, wait a minute, she's like an artist on her own kind of thing,
Right. What's up, Sherry? How you doing? What's up, Zax?
Oh, cool. So people saw my tweet, man. Dude, I have the smallest Twitter following probably out there, but I got to tell you, dude, whenever I tweet something, I always get like 5 or 6 responses. People either show up where we are, or they give it a like, or they retweet it for us. And it's guys you wouldn't even think of either. Like guys, I haven't talked. Retro Dicky. I haven't talked to Retro Dicky in probably 8 months. But every time I send something out, dude, he always is like, "I'll retweet this for you." I'll let people know.
Retro Dicky, man, he's fucking awesome, man. He's, he tries to, share out as much shit as possible, and I mean everybody does, man. Sherry does. Zach does, Zachariah. I mean, man, DJ Ronnie G. I mean, there's so many people that are here, and I mean, and a lot of people that that of course that aren't here that that are very good at sharing and support, man. And I'm just thankful for that, man. And thank you, man, for sharing it out, man. I appreciate it, man.
Do you remember when Retro used to be on air, dude? Remember when he used to stream? He used to remember Clobby. What was Clobby's Thursday show called? World.
I forgot. It was It was with all the comic book dudes. I forgot what I don't know why
Yeah, it was. And was it a play on? Was it like a World's Finest? Was it a play on?
Right, or it was something similar. I had to ask him about that.
No, I remembered. I just remembered. I bet Zach's will remember it too. Global Geek Gang.
Global Geek Gang. You
That's
know, a
what it
lot of people asked him why he stopped doing that.
Oh, I know the answer if anybody wants to know. It's actually a very honest and understandable answer. There was no behind the scenes drama. Nobody hated each other or anything like that. COVID ended, dude. COVID ended. People had to start going to work. The whole reason Klobby did that was because if he did something at 1 o'clock, that's when you could get your guys in Europe like Retro and Purple Valkyrie and stuff.
Right.
And they could come on and hang out and stuff and everything. And if you remember, he had a lot of people in there who were like from Hungary and, you know, like the Ukraine and stuff like that. He used to come on and listen to the show and stuff. And when everybody had to kind of go back to the real world to work and we weren't stuck inside our houses, it just became almost impossible for him to do that. He might have moved it to a Saturday or something, or a Sunday even, but you have to remember by that time, Klobby was already established with doing the Saturday night Star Trek, which is a lot. Dude, that's probably his show with the most prep. No doubt. It's certainly for Raquel. Definitely the most prep for her. And then at the time, he was doing Doomcock Sunday show, you know? Oh, look at that.
What's up, brother?
What's happening, everybody? Oops, I got some crap in the background. Hold on one sec.
No, you're good, man. How's it going, man?
Yeah, it's Brandon's social security number written on a white eraser.
I know, right?
All right, yeah. You can steal his identity.
Man, it's great to have you, brother.
It's good to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm all right, man. Glad to be here. What's going on, Vigilante? Man, my brother, Vigilante Williamson, in the house, man. How's it going,
what up,
man?
Vigilante?
Yeah.
Hey, Vig, I've been letting people know about your new channel stuff, dude, and spreading the word.
Yeah, I have too, man. So, matter of fact, if you can throw it in the chat, yeah.
Oh, if I can? Yeah, I'll let me pull out the tablet. Dude, my tablet's like going, gang. That's my next big purchase. Well, really what I should do, people have been getting on me. It's like, yeah, you need to get a computer now and get your headset and stuff. But I might do a tablet.
It would
first.
work better.
It would work better. It'd be more comfortable for me, too. There's not much to go wrong.
I've got a spare mic and all that crap. You see that right behind me? Right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy ain't getting used, so...
Oh, there you go. Are you trying to tempt me, Mrs. Robinson?
Well, just say the word and I'll ship it to you.
Sounds good.
Right.
Speaking of shipping, dude, if you don't get me that list of comics we went through, I do not have the time to sit there and rewatch that stream. You've got to go through that 24. And send me that in the next couple of weeks, dude. Because I should be able to send it by mid-May. Everything's crazy at my house right now, but we could totally get that done, dude. Because I'm going through stuff like it's going out of style, man.
Right. No, it's all good, man.
Did anybody else do this thing, or am I still doing it?
No, you can drop it in.
Okay, I'll do it. All right, Vidge, hang for. How is Vidge not a damn wrench? He could do this himself.
You know, to be honest, there's some shit Loki said he was going to show me here in the next week. There's a lot of things I got to figure out with. You know, I'm about to make a shitload of people wrenches, man. You know, not for them to, just out of the love, man. Not for them to actually, they don't have to use it or whatever, but just out of the respect, man. I got to know what the fuck I'm doing. He told me he's going to show me everything about StreamYards, so I'm gonna know how to go in there and do it. He said just give him next week, and he'll start showing me everything. So there's a lot of shit. It's funny. I have like StreamYards and sharing screens, and like I don't know how to do all that, man. And that's some of the simplest shit a lot of people know how to do. And it's I have the tools here to do it. I just don't know what the fuck to press and what to connect and all this. So it's like I have an extra screen that, let's say if I'm streaming alone and I want to show articles, everybody has mastered that simple shit. Now I don't know how to fucking sit there and pull up an article and have my little face in the corner while I sit there and talk about it. I can't do that shit. And I'm like, that's simple. And everybody has it and knows how to do it. And I'm just like, well, fuck. So it's...
I can help you with that. all that stuff that you mentioned is fairly straightforward. So yeah, have Loki help you with the stuff, and if you need any additional fill, and I can do that because
thank you, man. I'm definitely gonna come straight to you too, man. Like, once once I get some information, or get the information from him, I'm gonna get with you too, man. Thank you for that, man. I'm definitely gonna take you up on it. I need the help, man. Because you know what it is when you by yourself and you have that second screen, it's kind of like it becomes a character within what you're doing. Like people don't understand that. Like it adds a whole nother dimension to your live stream when you could pull up articles and actually point out and show people what you're actually talking about, is just instead of just talking about it, they can see it for themselves. It gives a bit of validation to you, to whatever you're talking about. And it's simple. And I see people sit there, they press a button, that shit comes up, blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? What do I press? But again, people have lives and they got shit that they're doing, and a lot of people don't have the time to sit there and with me for an hour or two, and I'm gonna be taking notes, writing shit down, and everything. Yeah. That's how
StreamYard is very easy. That you'll be fine with that in just a few minutes. The other stuff, like either OBS or Streamlabs Desktop or any variety of it for doing your screen records, or just you recording.
Right.
It can be a little more daunting, but once you have your scene set up the way you want it, so your camera in one of the corners or somewhere on the screen, right, graphics, background, whatever you want to have. Once you have those set, then it's just a matter of pressing the record button, and when you're done, stopping. So,
right. And then that's another thing too. Yeah. What they call that, the background for like what we're looking at, our background's all black. Something to put back there and all that. That I figured out how to put the little face in the corner. Like, then I see where everybody else that puts a little something in the corner, their shit has a circle or it looks cool. My shit's just a square. So I'm like, well, how the fuck do I fix that? I don't even know. I'm like, damn.
Having that edited and cropped into a circle shape would do it, but it looks fine. Right. That's the one drawback to StreamYard as far as putting your icon up there is right. They don't allow you to reposition it. So right. That's a limitation of StreamYard. But I don't use it. It takes up too much real estate space for my personal taste.
Right.
But yeah, getting a proper background, getting transparencies, or
right.
having it other than that, I definitely get you there.
Like let's say if you see like the quartering, he does a video, like his face will be on the left corner, but then everything under him, you'll see his Facebook, his Twitter, and all that shit. And it's like, damn.
What's the term? There's a term for it, and it's not a transparency. It's a background, but it's just a basic background that's been set up, that's just been cordoned off, and then you just. What he's using for that is either OBS or StreamYard's Desktop. Same damn thing.
Right.
But you have your scene, you have your background the way you want it, with certain things that go in certain places. Then you just add your source. So you add your camera, you size it to fit within the window that you want. You then can add your browser source, size it to the way you want, and then just have the other stuff be pre-built into that background image. That way it doesn't change. Or you can even do animated ones if you want, but that starts getting more complicated, and you got to start paying people for that.
Right.
I'm a cheap ass. I don't do that.
Oh, I understand. Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant. What's going on, brother? Thank you for being here, man.
What's up?
And I'm gonna be checking you out this weekend, man. Be checking out, what you're doing this weekend. He got a bunch of he's. To be honest, he has the most shit that I've ever seen somebody do, like on a schedule ever. Like he has a full, complete schedule of shit that's lined up for a while, and it's interesting, man. He's on some other shit that I've never seen, man. It's interesting, man. And shit, he has all my props for that, man. He's kicking ass. Yeah, and thank you for being here, Pops Van Zant. I gotta work on that one, man. You know, it's
Dude, you
kind
might
of
have
a
missed
tongue
out
twister, but
on
it's
a real
awesome.
opportunity this week. You know that, huh? You should have asked
That-
Nick to be your mentor from Echo Base. You're gonna have to tell us a little bit about that. I still don't quite understand how y'all all got together. Like, I thought y'all got together like over the weekend, but you like saw him on Tuesday too, or he just stayed up
Wednesday.
there. What's the deal?
Yeah, well, I mean, he he was here all week, so he came like, if I'm not mistaken, he came last Friday, and
Right.
so Saturday we went to Retropalooza. There's a place, there was like a video game con out in Pasadena,
Yeah.
Texas, and we went in there, and I mean, Lord, Loki, fuck man,
He probably dropped a ridiculous amount of money.
yeah, it was
So would I
It
if I
was-
was there, but
yeah, it was a few G's, man. He cleaned up, man. And then you know
Wow.
Nick bought a few things. He probably spent about maybe like 150 bucks. You know, and then you know me, I couldn't afford nothing, man. So I came there just to see Nick, man, and hang out and see what you know. That's the second con I ever been to in my life.
nice.
So you know, it was close. You know, I didn't have to go anywhere crazy, and I you know, last one I went to, well, the first one, the only one I went to was it was Comic Palooza here in Houston. They had it in a place called the George R. Brown Convention Center, and it's downtown. And I went there with my daughter. I went on a Sunday, and it was about maybe 3 hours, about 3 or 4 hours before it closed. So we got there, it didn't close at 5 on a Sunday, and we got there about 1 o'clock. And so we got there, we met Dan Jurgens, who draws like Booster Gold, and he drew like Death of Superman. Like he drew some of that, and you know, and I met, you know, a few other people there. It was very, you know, it was cool. You know, a lot of nice people, and it was a hell of an experience. I got to see Neil Adams. You know, it's I can actually say that I saw him in the flesh before he passed. And and I met his son Joel Adams. I even got pictures of him and everything. He draws he does the art for King of the Hill. So that's Neil Adams' son that draws King of the Hill.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, and all that. So it's so like I have autographs of Joel Adams because I got some artwork for him where he had drawings of the King of the Hill cast along with the 66 Batmobile, and it looked like they were talking to Adam West and Burt Ward, and they're all standing around the 66 Batmobile. He autographed that, man, and a bunch of other pictures that were pretty cool, and you know, for me and my daughter, and we had a great time.
That's awesome.
That is hip.
Yeah,
And
it was.
Now was he just on vacation this week or stuff? Who goes to just
Yeah, well, he
hang
was
out?
he was kind of like, he was a little bit on vacation, but he still had to work, but he was able to take his work and travel with it. So as long as he clocked in at certain times of the day and did his job or whatever, or, you know, I guess they didn't give a fuck where he was at, as long as he performed his job. You know? So he you know, he has a sister that lives about maybe 20 minutes from Loki, but for me it's like maybe 45 minutes. And you know, but here like more of the northern part of Houston, I'm here in the middle, like downtown. And yeah, so he's spending time with his sister and you know, and you know, and family. And so we got together on Wednesday and we went to a comic book store called Space Cadets Cards and Games. And you walk in, full-blown comic book store, and then they have a pizzeria in the comic book store.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Delicious.
you know, we sitting there buying, you know, I bought one comic, and you know, Loki and Nick, forget about it. You know, them guys. Yeah, they
Speaking of the book format, I had a little fun today. Let me show you what I just picked up. Hold on a sec.
sure, go for it.
All right, I picked up Berserk #1.
Hold up, let me.
If you don't have this, get it.
Let me see if I did this right. I think I pressed the button.
Yeah, you did. Full screened and everything. But yeah, they started re-releasing the paperbacks of these, and
Oh,
man, and Dark Horse is proud of this one. They're wanting $15 a volume. but it's damn worth it. So if you don't want to get the big omnibus black hardbound book, get the softbound.
Wow.
That
Still
one-
in plastic.
It's still in the plastic, yeah.
Okay, good deal.
And then I picked up Ichido Oda's One Piece Volume 1. Hello, my dear. Oh, thank you. I'll be out in a sec. So, yeah. I got volume 1, which is the first 3 volumes of One Piece, and now this was a good buy. This was only 15.
Wow.
So 3 volumes for $15.
That's
yeah.
not bad. That's a hell of
That's
a deal.
not bad at all. So I get to start the whole epic of One Piece.
But
Yeah,
they
don't
also
forget
have that
read it
in
backwards so you don't get confused.
yeah, but they also have that in hardcover, right?
I don't know if they have One Piece in hardcover or not.
Okay. Okay.
And then I picked up Volume 1 of My Hero Academia.
Oh wow.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, so that's a good one. And
Man, I don't know anything about that.
you'd enjoy it. It's a damn good read, and it's a damn good story. And I picked up a side story of My Hero Academia. It's Team Up Missions Volume 1.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's like a
Yeah, that
that's
looks
like a
clean.
Brave and the Bold right there.
Yeah. Exactly. Plus, recently.
It's all good, Vidge. Thank you, man.
I picked up season 1 and 2 of My Hero Academia Blu-ray box set.
How much did that run you for, man?
This was $35 at Walmart. This is exclusive to
Wow.
Walmart. They've got season
just
3 and
35.
4 for $35.
Wow. Okay, so that's not bad. 35 for 2 seasons.
No, that's
they
not
normally,
bad.
Yeah, they normally do anywhere from $19.99 to $24.99 for a season, and that and if,
Not with anime.
no, right. I'm thinking regular DVD.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember buying Stranger Things season 1 when it came out years ago. I paid $19.99 for the Blu-ray, and it was they had a special, and then I remember getting season 2 for I think it was $14.99. They had like a quick special or whatever when that came out, and I had to grab it, man, and
Yeah.
you know, I never got season 3 or 4.
From what I understand, season 3 is a waste, but yeah, typically for anime, it's not that inexpensive. Just as an example, the 5th season of My Hero was broken up into 2 parts. Each of them are $40 a piece, and they're only about 11 episodes each. So that's not cheap.
How long is each episode? If you don't mind me asking, like about 40
They're half
minutes?
hour, so they're 20 to 24 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad, but it's not good. You know, considering
Right.
that's only 12 episodes ish for $40, that adds up quick. Or the second season of Demon Slayer being broken up into the 2 arcs. The first arc is only $20, but it's only 7 episodes. Whereas the second arc, the Entertainment District arc, is 11 episodes, but they want $40 for it. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Wow.
But then you can get other series like you can get the whole thing of Death Note for 15. Or
What?
Yeah, they have Death Note, or they've been carrying Death Note, the whole anime series, for only 15. Or
is that Blu-ray or just regular DVD? If you don't mind me asking.
that was Blu-ray.
Oh shit. Okay.
But then they typically carry the movie set. This is the first My Hero movie. This thing's only like $15, and they have the most recent World Heroes or World Heroes Tour movie for only 15 that I need to pick up. I need to get the second movie. I just haven't seen it out there for a while.
Right.
But trying to collect anime is not cheap. Well, I showed you these before the last time
Right.
you were on, but I did recently also add the first Sailor Moon movie, and I got it for $12. So I'm
How long is that? The movie? It's like an hour and a half.
Probably like
Like
120.
it's only 60 minutes.
Oh, wow. Say, Vidge, they're gonna have another Retropalooza in May. there was a guy at the they Retropalooza. They're gonna have another one next year, man.
I thought they're gonna have one later this year in Dallas.
Actually,
in October.
Actually, you're right. You're right. No, because he was saying that he was gonna come back to the Pasadena one again next year.
Yeah.
You know, but then I did hear because Nick knows the owner, so I heard him talking about doing something in Dallas. If I'm not mistaken, it was like October.
Yeah, October is when they do the Dallas one.
Right. So that's what the owner. I got a chance to meet him through Nick. He's a very good guy. He does the Game Chasers. You ever seen Game Chasers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who did the Retropalooza.
Awesome.
That's cool.
That is cool.
24. Did you get to meet Nico Glock?
No, I didn't get to meet Nico.
Didn't get to meet Nico? Oh.
No, actually,
he asked Loki the other day if he was going to go up in June, and Loki told him, well, it depends on if we're done moving and stuff and all. Because Loki said y'all could drive to Dallas, in about 6 hours? Is that right?
Right.
Houston? Yeah,
right.
I ain't too bad. Okay. That's like from New Orleans to Shreveport for us. Yeah, we get that about 5.5.
Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, from Houston to Louisiana is.
Well, if we go to Houston, we could. I could go to Houston probably quicker than I could drive to the other end of the state. Shreveport's almost the other end of the state, but if like to drive to Ruston or something like that, we can make Houston in about 6.5 hours.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I would love to stick around longer, but I'm going to go hang out with the wife for a while. So
no problem. Hey, tell her we said hi. You have a great night, man, and thank you, man, for coming on for the first time, man. You're always welcome here, man. So if you ever want to just fucking if you jump in the chat and be like, hey, throw me a link is coming your way, man. So
awesome. That sounds good. And hit me up if you have any questions about running StreamYard or OBS or all that. I've got a pretty good handle on it, so just let me know.
Tell everybody.
I'll do that, and thank you for that, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother.
You bet. And actually, real quick, if I may shill just for a second.
No, go for it, man.
Tomorrow on Anime 101, I have one Dante's Rant Room coming in, and he's been lighting it on fire in the anime world with his censorship discussion videos, and he also covers video games and all that. So it's going to be a lot of fun talking with him about anime and censorship and games and all that. So if you get a chance to be there, 11 o'clock Central Time, be there.
There you go.
Right, well, I will.
Oh yeah, you'll be there. So
as the producer,
all right, everybody.
Kind of required. But yeah, buddy.
Hey man, thank you.
We'll see you later.
We'll see you. Bye.
Hey, take care, man. Thank you. And
dude, he's been knocking it out the park lately, man. Some of the people he had on. He had Nina Infinity on last week. He's having this guy on this week. He's had Legal Mindset on in the last month and a half. He's had maybe one of the coolest guys on YouTube with Lethal Lightning. That guy's super chill, dude. He had
Lethal, man.
A few weeks ago, Aris was. I thought that's nice. Let's ask Aris to do it. She's pretty cool. She's on Saturdays with us. She's like part of that Saturday crew that does stuff. Dude, Aris blew me away, man. The stuff she knew about anime, I was like, God, she's a real deal, man. He's seen like a couple of things they liked. You know what I mean? Like she's deep in.
Oh yeah, I was there when they were scooping up all kind of shit, man. I mean, you should see what. Oh man, shit, man. He got this like an original Xbox, like the first Xbox ever, and he got one.
Cool.
He got one. But he got one that was like it was green, all green, like a camouflage green, and that cost him about $8.
Sounds about right. Dude, what did he do? Did he go run that out into the car? You don't want to be carrying that thing around. That thing weighs about 25.
No. He I mean, day, man. After he had a fat stack of shit, they took it to the trunk, they put it in the trunk, and then it was funny. He bought this big ass Optimus Prime. I was carrying that motherfucker around. I was like, nah, man. I was like, give me Optimus. I'll carry you. But you sure? It's like, nah, man. That's the least I can do, man. You don't got to worry about it, man. I'll carry it. So I for like the next hour, I was walking around, but it was cool, man. Dude,
I can imagine when I would imagine that he probably gets just as excited about being around retro games as he does being around old records and being around old comics.
Mm.
For him,
Yeah.
he's like I think he digs all that stuff, which is cool. Kind of like how you are with physical media, man. I
Right.
think you buy stuff sometimes knowing you'll probably never watch this, but at least now you own it, kind of thing.
Right. June Wong, man, great to have you here, man. How's it going? Damn.
Hell,
Yeah, June Wong is awesome, man. Thank you. Shit, that's what's up, man. But yeah, that's the thing, like I tell people, when it comes to physical media, that's actually probably about the cheapest shit you can buy. I'm just saying, like used tapes or used CDs and Blu-rays and albums and shit like that. It's like, dude, that's the cheapest thing you can buy. So it's like, for instance, in Houston, there's this one pawn shop. I can get 20 DVDs for $5.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. I had a guy had bought some action figures from. This guy, I feel sorry for him, man. If I had cash right now, I totally would hook him up. But he's trying to sell me. Are you ready for this?
What's that?
500 DVDs and Blu-rays. About 40 of them are Blu-rays. The rest of them are DVDs.
Right.
500 of them. He's trying to sell me right now. $200. I told him I couldn't do it.
That's a hell of a deal.
And he comes back to, dude, he said, I could do $150 for you. And I told him, I was very honest with him. I said, look, things will be better for me in a few weeks. Once they are, if everything's good, I'll talk to my brothers and nephews, because what we do is we keep what we want, what we need, what we don't have, and then the rest we sell. Because we've got a pretty strong eBay account. But you and I both know, you put something on eBay, it could just sit there, or you make $1 on it. So you got to be, and sometimes not even $1, right? Like if you make $1, if you sell it for $1 and you ship it, and I tell people this all the time, graphic novels, records, LPs,
physical media, that's
and you mail that multimedia. It's a lot cheaper than that. You can't do comics, unfortunately. Do you know why you can't do comics? You and I talked about this before. You remember? Because of the stupid ads in them, even though. Which I find hysterical. Like you could still buy X-ray specs for 99 cents.
To be honest, all that shit that you find in the ads, like the X-ray glasses and all that bullshit. You can go to Five Below and buy all that.
Oh, I believe it 100%. I think Clobby or Mark told me one time too that a lot of times you'd order that stuff and half the time it wouldn't even show up. Like sometimes it'd be a show company, or you'd get something that wouldn't be anything you expected it to be. Like, do you remember the 6-foot-tall monster? And basically what it was like, it was made out of the same material as a kite material, and you just rolled it out. You know what I mean? It was like a flat 2D print of a monster. It might have been Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster or Dracula or something like that. And and that cost you $4.99. And one time, I don't know if I ever told you this either. Do you remember the chest of plastic army men? Or
I remember that.
You could get for like $1.99. My mom relented and let me order that one time. Dude, it honestly, and I'm not exaggerating here, it was about the size of maybe about a fourth of the size of a cigar box. And you opened it up, and the figures were about maybe an inch long.
Right.
And they were all in this spot. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know, did you play with Plastic Army when you were a kid? Those things were about 2 inches long and stuff like that. And you got to
I remember those. I used to hate them shits, man.
Because you'd step on them. And
no. What it was is like because by the time I seen those, you already had superpowers. You had Thundercats, Transformers. So it's like Army Man. What the fuck am I supposed to do with a little green Army Man? Like they're stuck in one pose, so you can't do shit with them. You got some standing holding a gun. You got some laying down on his stomach with the gun. And then they had some with that connected to like a parachute that you throw up in the air and it fucking comes down with the parachute. Yeah. I was like, fuck that. Like I would take the parachute off of them and put it on Batman and Robin and throw that shit up in the air and see what happens.
Let me ask you this. How did you score stuff as a kid? Because I have a feeling you're like me. I kind of struggle. We weren't poor, but we were definitely lower middle class. And, my dad was an NCO in the military, in the Marine Corps for a while. And then when he got out, he was beat up. So he's in. Let me grab this.
All right. He'll be back. She got. What's up, Ronnie G? Yep, you guys are. What's up, Penny? How you doing? What's up, Sentient? Got to bounce. Have a nice week, oppressors. Hey, man, take care, Sentient, man. Great to have you here, brother. I mean, be safe, man. June Wong, my man. Man, thank y'all for being here, man. Everybody saying what's up to each other. Yeah, Pat had to go. I guess he was streaming on his phone. He had to go take a call. So he might be back, he might not. But shit, it's all good. Business comes first. So yeah, Vidge, if you're still here, they had Comic Palooza. I mean, Retro Palooza. It was just this past Saturday on the 22nd, and it was over in Pasadena. Matter of fact, they're gonna have a Comic Palooza in May at the George R. Brown Convention Center. So, I'm not sure, if you'd want to see something like that, but if I tell you what, man, if I got my chips together, man, I definitely would want to go. June Wong, what's up, brother? He says, use army men for the bad guys, as the bad guys for your hero toys to plummet. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. I didn't like them little motherfuckers, man. What's up, Zax? How you been, man? You streaming anytime today or over the weekend? How you doing, Penny? Hopefully everything's good with you. But man, but I tell you what, DJ Ronnie G, I do miss New York, man. I miss New York. I tell you what, man, since you in New York, my aunt used to be the Attorney General of New Jersey, man. This had to be this had to be about early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. And she used to be the governor of New Jersey at one point. She was the governor for a few months. But man, to be the governor, holy schmagolis. Telling you, man. I'm proud of my aunt, man. Maybe tonight on Wakizashi's Tea House channel. I feel you, man. I feel you. I know I'll be going on tonight with Stone Loki. So he's having late night with Mexican Iron Man. Yeah, we'll be on there hanging out. Man, did y'all hear Jerry Springer passed away? I think it was 78 years old, 79. Like, damn, Jerry Springer from pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic. I think that's the word for it. Yeah, but that's what got him, man. Fuck. Jerry Springer, man. Oh, we're on after Loki. Okay, all right. So you doing a late night? Oh shit. Oh, Penny saying hi to Zachariah 315. That's cool. Yeah. I know I'll be streaming with them. You know, we'll be talking about Springer for a little bit. You know, he definitely made his mark, man. So, you know, there'll never be another like him. No, I think the only close thing to him is probably like Steve Wilkos and Maury. You know, Jun Wong, you sure right about that. You're right about that, man. Cancer sucks. Took out a lot of great people, man. Shit. Anybody going to the movies this weekend? Let me ask y'all this, man. Anybody see that Rise of the Beast Transformers trailer? Anybody have any? I seen it. I saw some cool shit on it, but what fucked it up is like the director, man. You know, him talking that woke shit. That shit just like fuck. He's talking like, okay, Transformers is gonna be a Latino story, a Hispanic, you know, like all this bullshit. Like, fuck out of here, man. It ain't supposed to be a story about none of that bullshit. It's supposed to be a story about robots beating the shit out of each other. You know, the fight against good, you know, good versus evil. And then, you know, and then try to make it more about the people. Like, fuck all that. Oh. What's up, Pat?
Hey, dude. I can tell you this, man. I hope it's not going to be a play on or redo of Beast Wars, because Beast Wars, the story, might have been an even better story than the first few seasons of Transformers. Well, the first 2 seasons of the movies of Transformers, and that was Transformers. The movie was awesome,
right?
But Beast Wars overall as a show. Did you ever see Beast Wars?
Yeah, I watched. Yeah, I watched all the Beast Wars, man. And you know, matter of fact, did you see the Netflix Transformers?
No, what was that one? Was that the rescue thing?
That came out about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Me and Vigilante checked it out. It's basically the Beast Wars, the Transformers from the Beast Wars. They come out of that era and they meet up with current day Optimus Prime.
Oh,
so
cool.
So they meet up, and then fucking Megatron is around, but Galvatron shows up. So there's Galvatron and Megatron existing at the same time.
That's a little weird. Okay.
Right, but it's like the way the whole story is like. So basically, it's like a Transformers multiverse kind of thing. But you know, so you got the Maximals there. You have G1 Optimus Prime and the Transformers. You got Megatron. Then Galvatron shows up. So it's like basically you're getting Transformers from different like time periods, and that shit was like.
Do you remember who did Optimus' voice?
Huh?
In that, who did Optimus' voice in that?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Peter, the original guy that does the.
Oh, that's all. Did Frank Welker do Megatron and Galvatron?
No, it was. I mean, it was. I think I'm not sure if he came back for Megatron, but I know the original Optimus Prime. You know, I know he came back.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure if Frank Welker came back or not.
I'm a huge Frank Welker fan, man.
Okay. That's why he's like the guy with a million voices, man. He's fucking.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's second only to Mel. I mean, honestly, if you ask me, that's my personal opinion. I don't mean Mel's
Peter Cullen.
So don't.
Yeah. Peter Cullen. Thank you, Joe 47. How's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Let me see. Just Joe said on Jerry Springer, one of the funny things I ever saw at the theater was Austin Powers 2 opening with Dr. Evil on the Springer show. My theater crowd completely lost it. Yeah, that was. Yeah, man. Jerry Springer, man. You know, love him or hate him, or you know, but nobody really didn't hate him. They just didn't like his show. You know, he was a nice guy. You know, so you know he wasn't an asshole. He was a real nice guy. Did he donated, to a lot of, he tried to help out a lot of people, man. He was a good guy.
He did.
Yeah,
he was a politician who got in some trouble.
Right.
But
right. I heard about
good
that.
Guy. He called for peace. He very much defended his old town of Cincinnati, and I felt bad for him. I had very mixed emotions about the man. I thought the show was terribly lowbrow, but there were times I watched it.
Right.
But I mean, it's always sad to see somebody go, and
Yeah,
he was not
true.
an old man either. He probably should have had a few more years in him. So
yeah, exactly. If it wasn't for the cancer, yeah, he would have had some extra time on his hands.
Yeah, that's always a bummer, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, let me ask you something. Did you watch did you watch that Rise of the Beast trailer for the Transformers?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it.
Man, dude, you can jump on YouTube, man, and why it's probably like a minute and a half or so, maybe 2 minutes, but man, they showed RC, man. Dog, she looked good. Like she didn't look like a bullshit version of RC. She looked like real RC from fucking Transformers the movie, and she fucking transformed into a motorcycle and the whole shit.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Yeah, man. And
Wait,
then
she wasn't a motorcycle in the movie though, right? She was like a pink like cockpit kind of car, right?
I think either she was a motorcycle or I can't remember but she transformed into a vehicle. It was, but when she transformed, she looked good, and all the Maximals are there, all of them.
That's cool. Is Cup in it? You think Cup's gonna be in this one? You ever Cup?
No. It's not. This is just regular Transformers. They got Wheeljack.
He had a big part in the movie. If you remember, he was with Hot Rod before he became
but that's Generation 2, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's G2, man. This still has it has Ironhide, Wheeljack. You got your original Transformers showing up here, but see, from what I understand, the big threat to the Transformers in the Rise of the Beast, Unicron shows up.
Okay.
So live action Unicron.
That'll be different. Well, it's not the same
so
thing. I mean, Unicron, the last time I checked, was a head, but I hear you.
No, but I mean, in this one, he's coming full body. He's not no head. From what I saw, it was him the way when you first see him in Transformers the movie, where he's the whole planet with that whole, I don't know, he had like this little weird thing about him. I think that was like a part of his wings or his arms or whatever. But it's like the full. It looks exactly like Unicron, and he's fucking coming to Earth.
That's cool, man.
Right. So it's like. So he's like the big bad in all of this, man.
It's a shame, man. We lost all those voice actors. I don't know if you remember this or not, but in the movie and in the show, like Jazz was done by Catman Scrothers. Catman's been left us a long time ago. Leonard Nimoy.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, actually, he was the voice of. He was the voice of one of the Transformers in the movie.
Yeah, he was. And then do you remember who did Unicron?
Yeah, that was Orson Welles.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get a much bigger name than that.
No. It's
that might have been Orson Welles' last acting job.
It was. It was. He if I'm not mistaken, he passed away a couple months after he recorded that. He didn't even get to make it to the premiere of the movie. Right here, Just Joe 47 says he never saw the Netflix Transformers show, but Galvatron and Megatron at the same time. Wasn't Megatron reformed into Galvatron because of Unitron? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that happened. So the thing is, something happened. It's like I can't really remember. I have to go back and watch it. Something happened to where they all showed up at the same time. So you had the Maximals, you had G1. Optimus Prime and the Transformers, and then you see Galvatron, and Galvatron is trying to break out of, like, he still has Unicron still has a hold of him, and there's this, and basically Galvatron is trying to warn Megatron, like, yo, if you keep fucking up, you're gonna basically Unicron is gonna fucking use you to turn you into me, and we're both the same people.
That sounds
So,
about right, man.
you know,
That's
but
cool.
but again, you know, I don't want to like mislead you in telling you, you know, anything false about how it goes down. But man, when you watch it, you're gonna be like, if you love the Transformers, you're gonna be like, holy shit! Look at it's crazy how they put the Maximals with G1, and then it's like they didn't show all the G2 Transformers, but you see Galvatron and Starscream shows up, and it's like I can't remember what the fuck. Damn it, I've seen so much shit since then. I can't remember like exactly what happened or how it ended. But I guess that's probably to everybody's advantage that I don't spoil shit. But at least you know that in the first 2 episodes you get to see all of them together, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on and why they're all there, and then there's a bigger plot to it, and they all have to deal with that shit. And it's fucking awesome to see, you know, what's that, Optimus Primal with Optimus Prime and
Yeah.
dude, this shit's crazy. And then you see Galvatron with Megatron, and it's like, and then matter of fact, then you see like the combiners and all that shit. It's fucking, you got to check that out, man.
Well, that's cool. Devastating.
Yeah, the art was good, and again, it's on Netflix. So if anybody has access to Netflix, you know, check it out.
You know, not to get too geek deep into this,
Right.
but that had to be. It must be the Maximals from season 1 or before that part of season 2, because if you remember in Beast Wars in season 2, they find the Ark. The Maximals find the Ark with the Transformer from the Autobots on it.
Yeah.
And they even find the Allspark, if you remember right. And that's when you find out, like, do you remember the Predacons, right? The Predacons.
Yeah. The Predacons, man.
Do you remember who
they
the
turned
leader
into
of the Predacons
Predaking.
was?
Yeah, they turned into Predaking.
Right. And who was the leader of the Predacons? Do you remember?
Fuck nah.
It was Megatron, and you find out, he was a descendant of that Megatron. Like our Megatron from Generation 1 was a descendant of the Predacons Megatron. So that's where you find that out. And that's where you find out, like, what was the Maximal's name? The gorilla. He was
Optimus Primal.
Optimus Primal, yeah. That he was one of the first primes, right? And that's how it got passed down. Because if you're right, like when Optimus died, they gave the Allspark to who was that guy?
It was Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus, right? And Ultra Magnus couldn't open it. And
right.
then Rodimus Prime got it. Of course, he was Hot Rod at the time, but he became a Prime when he fused with the Allspark. So that's interesting. So the timeline of that's going to have to be real different. Did you see any of the Predacons from the Beast Wars show? Or just the Maximals was in that?
Just the Maximals, man. They didn't take it that far.
I'm glad they did that, because I don't know about you. I was not in love with how Beast Wars ended. Do you remember what happened with that? Beast Wars was syndicated. And then it was so famous and so popular and selling so many toys. And it was like a whole other generation of kids found it and everything, that they decided to put on ABC on Saturday mornings. Beast Wars became Beast Machines.
I think I remember that. Yeah,
and that
I think
was real weird and dark, and it was only 2 seasons long.
Right.
And I think they all fused with, if I'm not mistaken, with the planet Cybertron. And they brought, like, they made Cybertron a living planet again. Because if you remember, like in Beast Machines, one of the good guys was a plant, right? It was like and she kind of almost had a power like Swamp Thing. She could interconnect through the whole planet of Cybertron.
Right.
It was a really weird ending, you know. So I'm glad these guys got some play, because Beast Machines was not nearly.
And if I'm not mistaken, they and the thing is, I'm thinking because of the reception from Netflix when people saw the Beast Wars, the Maximals, and all them come back for that, And I think that might have gave look. I'm gonna be honest. There's no way in hell that the Netflix series that came out years ago didn't influence the fact of the Optimus Primal and the Maximals meeting up with G1, Optimus Prime, and the regular Autobots for a movie when they already did it in the Netflix series.
Yeah, there's no doubt, because there has been no success as great as that since they had it. There was a. Do you remember the channel? What was it called? Oh man, they had G.I. Joe Sigma 6, I think, was on it, and then they had another Transformers, and it wasn't bad. I'm trying to think. The guy who does Jeffrey Combs, you know who that is? He's
No,
been
I'm
on a
sorry,
lot
I
of
don't.
Star Trek, and he was the Reanimator. He did the voice of Ratchet. What was the name of that GI? What was the name of that it wasn't Armada. What
Oh,
was
you know what? I tell you what. If it wasn't, look, for the Transformers, anything that I've ever watched, it was the original G1, G2. You know, that whole line of Transformers from the '80s.
Gotcha.
Anything after that, it was Beast Wars, and then from there, the next thing would have to be that Netflix series.
Okay, so you didn't watch anything on that channel.
Nah, I couldn't, man.
Do you remember that
I
channel
couldn't
though,
do.
dude?
Yeah, I couldn't
That
do
was
Transformers Energon, and I couldn't do all that other shit.
no.
Fuck all that. And then they had a bunch of kids shows. Nah, I couldn't, man. I
They
couldn't fuck
did.
with all that, man.
And I don't even as much hate that, because if at least maybe it appealed to kids and got them involved. But you're right, it definitely wasn't watchable. What was the name of that? What was the name of that channel? Do you remember that Dan Versus used to come on? And that was the guy Booger from Revenge of the
Revenge of the
Nerds.
Nerds.
Curtis Armstrong did the voice of Dan.
Yeah,
Remember that show, Dan Versus,
yeah,
and every week it would be.
yeah. I remember that.
What was that channel called? It was only on for a while, and it got absorbed by like Discovery.
Right, I can't. Dude, that was
But,
so long ago. I can't.
It was a good. Yeah, it was more than 10 years ago. It was a good channel, then, man. It was a good channel, and that Transformers I didn't hate, and that's the only one I watched besides, like you said, the Generation 1 stuff and the Beast Wars stuff, and and after that it's been. And I gotta be honest with you, dude, I haven't been a big fan of the live action movies. I haven't. Hard to focus on those, and I think the backstories with the humans is too dumb and too much humans. If you want the truth,
I know, right? So, what's up, Kai? Kai MFS in the house. Kai, man, how's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Thank you for being here, man. Just Joe says Beast Machines was on Fox Kids. Yup, I remember Fox Kids, man.
Kids rocks kids, yeah.
Yep. And then he says Transformers Prime was 2010. Combs was Ratchet.
It was Prime. It was more than 10 years ago. Good Lord. It was 13 years ago.
And
that's just the hub.
Yeah, he said the hub was like the Hasbro channel. Yup. I remember that, man. Damn. The thing is, the fact that it didn't last long, it's kind of like it's out of sight, out of mind. Like it phased in, phased out. And if you like Just Joe, shit, man, you got a mind on you, brother. You remember all kind of shit. Wow.
Yeah, if you remember, there was even a TV show called Family Game Night, and it was based on some of the Hasbro games.
Oh, hell no.
Well, my nephews were little bitty guys back in 2010, dude. So we used to watch stuff like, we'd have to try to find stuff for them to watch.
Oh, I understand.
That we could at least stand. And Transformers Prime wasn't bad, but it was very human heavy too. It really was. Now,
Low Spec Links laptop. What's up, man?
Hey, Low Spec.
Low Spec.
Speaking of, no, I love Low Spec. I see him everywhere.
Awesome.
No, I got to tell you though, buddy, I almost thought it was a joke. I saw the commercial for the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if it was a trailer or not, but where they're getting into the car. And when dude, I thought that was a joke. Groot looks terrible. Groot looks like somebody in a Godzilla suit, dude, running around. I am not. That does not bode well in my book. That does not give me, a good feeling about. Because I like the Guardians. I was shocked. I did not think I liked the Guardians of the Galaxy. Never read the comic. Hardly knew anything about it. Loved the first movie. Liked the second movie. I was having big thoughts and hoping I would like this. I was willing to put a lot of that Marvel stuff aside and enjoy it. But do I not feel good about this? You know.
A lot of people are, from what I'm hearing, some people are kind of turned off by it already, and when I saw the little bit of the trailer, I seen like they're all running around with the same suit on. Like I hate that kind of shit. They did that for the X-Men. The X-Men movies, they all had like the black suits. I hated that shit that they didn't have their own individual costumes. So when when you see like superhero movies, like if it's a comic book, okay, whatever. But when you're watching them and you know that these guys are supposed to have their own costumes or whatever, and they all got the same uniform. Didn't they do that for like Avengers? Was it Endgame? They all had the same fucking outfit.
Oh yeah, when they were doing the time.
Oh man, that's bullshit. I hated that, man. I don't like that shit.
Well, wait, I have to ask you a question though. Did the Guardians of the Galaxy actually have uniforms in the book?
Well, I mean, the thing is, what we're watching the second iteration of Guardians of the Galaxy. They rebooted the original team. The original team came out like the late 80s, early 90s, and it was set in the future. So basically, it's like if I'm not mistaken, it's like the 30th century or the 25th century or some bullshit. So it's the far future, and basically, the Guardians of the Galaxy in the original Marvel comics was the descendants of our present day superheroes. So you have like the great granddaughter of Wolverine. You got a couple of heroes still lived, that had like like Galactus was still alive, that kind of shit. That Guardians of the Galaxy, what's the name of that blue dude with the red thing on his head that he ended up dying at the end of number 1? What was?
Oh yeah, Peter Quill's daddy.
Played by Michael Rooker.
What was his name? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's but his character was an original character from the original team so basically from what I've seen, he's the only person from the original team from the 80s comic book that somehow they shoehorned him into what we see with Drax and Gamora and all that. They're not the original team. The original Guardians of the Galaxy were descendants, or they were people that somehow one person got Iron Man's suit in the future. One dude was the possessor of Captain America's shield. So basically, these guys were, he was called Victory. That was the guy with the Captain America shield.
Okay, and that's actually a really cool concept.
Yeah, so basically, it was superheroes basically, in the future, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Rocket was an original, like a OG.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
So that's the difference, and then they ended up, rebooting the Guardians of the Galaxy and made it a team that's out for today, and they end up putting Star-Lord in there. Star-Lord is a guy that was never a part of a team. But they take him, they took his character and they complete, like, if you see an original Star-Lord comic book, he doesn't look anything. He doesn't wear jeans and a fucking jacket and a mask. He has a full-blown superhero suit, like a onesie. And if I'm not mistaken, he had like a cape or wings or some shit.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was Michael Rooker.
That was Yondu. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, Yondu. Yeah, and basically Yondu was he was the only person from the original team, but then again, he was just a character plucked out of a future team that was put in some present day shit, and then surrounded by Star-Lord and Gamora. And the thing is, Drax, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, and everybody else, they all were separate heroes doing their own thing. And somebody was like, well, let me grab him. Let me grab this person. Let me grab Rocket. Let me grab Star-Lord and put him on a team. Call them Guardians of the Galaxy. But for what? And even if you watch the movies, they really didn't, it's like, I don't know. To me, it didn't seem like they did any really galaxy-saving shit. They were just they were like on an adventure, but they're the Guardians of the Galaxy. What the fuck are they guarding? That basically, when you look at the premise of what it meant in the 80s, when basically you have the descendants of all the current heroes, trying to, and basically it's like the world changed, and if I'm not mistaken, their base was somewhere in space.
Sounds right.
So it's like they were actually in space dealing with all kind of space shit, space type stuff. But they were all the descendants of all the current heroes in some way, form. If it wasn't through being a family member, then you inherited somebody's power, or you grabbed somebody's weapons or some shit, and boom, you were that hero. Thousands of years into the future, and they were actually in space patrolling space. That's why they were guardians of the galaxy, because they weren't on Earth doing shit. They were out there in space.
You know who the real guardian of the galaxy was? Nova.
Who's that, man?
Nova.
Well, I mean, you had Captain Marvel too.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the original, Captain Marvel.
Or Marvel, yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Just Joe 47, man. You fucking awesome, man. You're on point. My man, low spec.
Well, dude, how late you going tonight on here?
Actually, just a few more minutes. About another 5. And
sweet.
Because
I was gonna say I gotta hop in about 2 or 3 because dinner's pretty much getting ready.
No, actually, yeah.
My nephew's 16th was and my godson, so same guy, was just turned. He had his 16th on Wednesday, but we're celebrating it tonight because everybody.
Nah, you know it, man. Well, I tell you what, man. Go ahead and celebrate, brother. I'll be here, man. Just
I hear you going. You going Sunday?
Yeah, I am. I'm going Sunday, and I'm going live tomorrow too, man. At some time.
All right, well, cool, buddy. Well, look, Brandon and I go from like 11 to 1 Central Standard Time. So if you're up and about, hop in the chat and say hello.
Yeah, I'll do that, man.
Yeah. All right, my friend. I'll see you Sunday. Dude, send me a text to remind me about Sundays. My Sundays get crazy. And by the time I remember Primetime Kings, it's like 6:30 in the night. I'm like, I'll jump on the line.
I'll send you an early reminder.
Give me a quick one. Yeah, because you got it back in schedule now. So let's make sure we get it out there, okay?
That's cool. Thank you for that, man.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take it easy, brother. Have a good night, man. All right, y'all. Just Joe. Appreciate you, man. So, yeah, man. If you guys haven't checked out that Rise of the Beast trailer, check it out, man. I wonder what you guys would think after you watched it. It was good to see RC though. And it looks like they're whooping ass. I'm trying to figure out the fuck. I know that Unicron's coming. So when I seen a picture of him coming from the sky, and I was like, oh shit. Like it's a fully powered Unicron coming to Earth. My whole thing is, why the fuck is he coming to Earth? But you know how they're gonna shoehorn him in there to be the big bad guy. So there's no telling what they have in store for this movie. I know I don't want to see a whole bunch of, look, I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban. So when I talk about Hispanic people, I don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't want to see a whole bunch of woke Hispanic people, man, fucking running around doing a whole bunch of bullshit on the Transformers movie. Just being honest, man. So I just don't want to see that shit, man. Because you know what it's going to look like? It's going to look like the way people were acting, when you look at the Spanish family in fucking the Blue Beetle movie and they're all fucking tripping out, acting up. Like it's like you're seeing that kind of shit that you saw in the Blue Beetle trailer. You're seeing that in the fucking Transformers trailer. Same shit, different movie. Like, come on, man. ZBR, what's up? How's it going, man? ZBR is in the house. And thank you, brother. Yeah, man. So that's how I feel about that shit. I don't want to see more of that. Because a lot of people weren't really digging it when they were watching it in the fucking Blue Beetle movie. Like all that joke bullshit. Like people were like, oh, whatever, man. So, I mean, I don't know. Just don't want to see it in the Transformers, but it looks like we'll get a little bit of that with whatever the hell's going on. So, whatever. Fighting in the jungles of South America. Yeah. You look how you get Optimus Prime, fucking 18 fucking 18-wheeler driving through the fucking jungles of fucking South America, man. Like a real 18-wheeler couldn't even get through that shit. But I guess since he can transform and walk some of the way, right? Whatever, man. Yeah. See, I see right here. Kai MFS, my man. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Zach says he's going to see Sisu on Sunday. Looks badass. You know what? I've heard someone say something about Sisu, and I got to really see what that's about. Said I'll take the new trailer. Is that bad, huh? You know, honestly, the trailer was actually pretty good for the Transformers movie. The thing is when the director tries to tell you what's the movie about, that's what'll make you cringe. But when you look at the trailer, you won't, you get to see the Hispanic people in the trailer or whatever, but they're not acting too fucked up or whatever. But when this guy's saying, hey, this movie's about the Mexican experience, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, fuck, we trying to watch Transformers. So, trying to make it to be more, try to make it out to be more than what it should be. Trying to think that it's supposed to be some kind of cultural thing because you got Hispanics in the fucking movie. I don't care about that shit. I prefer that nobody was in the fucking movie. No human. Can we see something with just robots? Like, fuck, I don't need that human interaction. We already had too much of that shit. Let's see what the robots can do on their own without there being somebody that some dude or some chick that they gotta fucking save, or some teenager. I'm tired of them they're always around teenagers in all these fucking Transformers movies. Like, fuck that. Oh, they gotta have a kid or a teenager. Why? Because that's the only way you're gonna get kids to watch it. Because you gotta have a teenager in there. Fuck that. The kids anybody's gonna watch it for the robots and what they do, watching them transform. Damn, can we watch a movie where the robots figure it out, by themselves? Whatever the fuck the problem is. Nah, I don't think we'll get that. That's fucking whack as shit. You know what, ZBR? Check out the trailer, man. Like, if you don't like it, you can next time you see me in the chat. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow. You jump in there and you can let me have it. But it's only 2 minutes, or probably like a minute and a half. I think you should watch it. I enjoyed it. The thing is, the director, like, aside from the trailer, the director's trying to tell you there's going to be more of something else when you actually go watch the movie. But the trailer itself showed what I needed to see, and to see the Maximals and see the trailer has them in action, and to see RC was fucking, she was awesome, man. I was like, oh shit, RC's, like, the way she would, like, shoot up people in like TV shows and cartoons, she was fucking whipping ass in the trailer. It didn't look woke, as far as like the female Transformer is fucking shining, over everybody. It was cool. She was actually riding on top of the rhinoceros, the rhinoceros Transformer. I forgot what the fuck his name, Rhino or whatever. She was on top of him while he was a rhinoceros, fucking, running through, barring over different Transformers. And while she's on top of him, she's fucking shooting people. I was like, oh shit, look at this. Looks cool. Yeah, I hate it, man, when they try to put identity, I'm with you, man. I hate that shit too, man. Identity politics in all our, all of our movies and entertainment. That's bullshit. But, what's up, Vinny Whitlock? What's going on, brother? Great to have you here, man. Rhinox, I appreciate that. Zachariah 315. Yeah, man. She was on top of him, and he was fucking mowing down people, man. And it was, yeah, man. And I mean, after you watch the trailer, it'll really determine whether you want to watch the movie or not. But the trailer was good enough for me to want to watch the movie. But then when the director says, hey, well, it's going to be about, it's about, the Latinos. I'm like, well, fuck. Why? I could understand if, there's some kind of interaction with them, but man, don't try to make that shit the heart and soul of your fucking story, man. Because the movie's not called Latinos, it's called Transformers. Like, if I wanted to see some kind of shit like that, I go watch I go watch a Spanish movie or some shit. Come on, man. Fuck all that. Yeah, like I said, for a minute and a half, 2 minute trailer, I think to see RC and the Maximals in real life, like, you know, as close to it as possible, to see that happen is, it's like, oh, okay, I'll fuck with it. I'll watch it. Oh shit. Kai MFS says if they make a Latino Transformer, they better make him a lowrider. Yup. Oh shit, you got me choking here, man, Kai. Damn. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. So that's all, man. But it's, as far as the trailer goes, look, they were on the bridge, if I'm not mistaken, and fucking Optimus Primal was fucking, you know, like he was fucking swinging up under a bridge, you know, jumping on fucking Decepticons and shit like that. I was like, damn. Like the whole fucking fight scene that they showed, that little bit that they showed, I was like, okay, you know, looks like they're doing something on here. But boy, when you hear that damn director talk, you're like, fuck, you're really turning me off, man. Like, your trailer looks good, but what's coming out of your mouth is no good, man. And we all know better about that kind of shit. You know, when you got a director telling you, hey, it's gonna be about the Latino experience, you better believe that. You better, you know, don't be like, well, you know, he's just playing, or it's not gonna be that bad. Bullshit. It's always something, man. But yeah, at least give the trailer a run, man. You won't be disappointed. You know, it's you know, I mean, I guess we could see those Transformers in a different scenario with no people or whatever. It would have been good too. Latinas, Mexicans in disguise. Latinas, Mexicans in disguise. Yeah, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. It was supposed to be about the Cybertronian War. What, this movie? Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the concept of the Transformers, yeah. It's supposed to be about the war, man. And of course, you know, it spills over. You know, the war spills over onto Earth. Well, fuck, man. You know, but don't be like, well, it's gonna be, you know, like just think, man. Just imagine when we saw the first Transformers ever back in the 80s. You know, we're watching it, and all of a sudden, it becomes more about Spike. Spike and his what was the name of his dad? Spike and what was his name? Sparkplug or whatever the fuck. Is that what was it? Spike and Sparkplug? That's what the fuck their names were. It was. Let's say you turn on Transformers, it's all about them. It's more about Spike and Sparkplug than it is about the Transformers. You'd be like, man, fuck this show. Like, fuck that, man. We get a little bit of Transformers and a whole lot of, you know, some other shit that's, you know, has nothing to do with them. They're trying to, you know, figure out family problems and shit. Like, what the fuck? Hey, you appreciate that, Zachariah. Oh, saying what's up to Kai. That's what's up. And as ZBR says, why can't we just have a movie that slowly focuses on the robots? You know what? If they would have started it, see, Michael Bay fucked up, man. When he killed it for a lot of people just on the looks. Just on the looks, man. People just asking for, hey, man, if you're gonna fucking do this, you're gonna make this. Make it look like the real fucking, you know, Transformers, man. I want to have Optimus Prime with fucking fire flare on the side of his shits. Like, damn, Optimus Prime got a thing of orange fire decal stuck on the side of his fucking 18-wheeler. Looks, yeah, I don't know. Nobody looked like nobody. And then it's like, I don't know. I hate that, you know, if they even try to pull off Megatron. You know what they're fucking doing with Megatron? If you see Megatron is normally turning into a tank nowadays. Like, why the fuck can't Megatron turn into a gun? Fuck that. Like, they'll have G1 Megatron, but when he transform him, he's a fucking tank. Oh, fuck out of here. Facius, man, how's it going, man? My brother, you doing all right, man? Hey, are you still on Twitter? I was trying to look for you on Twitter, and I couldn't find you. And if you're still on Twitter, if you can throw the chat, man, your Twitter handle, man, I definitely appreciate it, man. Been trying to hit you up, man. Man, so yeah, I'm a huge Transformers fan, man. I still have, let me see, I have Astro Train. I have Astro Train with the weapons and everything. I still got Cliff Jumper. Like damn near like he's brand new. I have the Monster Cons. And I got all 5 of them with all the weapons. I forgot what the fuck the robot name when you put them all together. But I still got the Monster Cons. I got a half. I got half of Brawl, not Brawn. I forgot the name of the fucking Jeep, man. But yeah, I got a couple, and I think I have 1 Stunticon, or maybe 2. Will do. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. So I have a question for everybody. Anybody's listening. This weekend is supposed to be the Zack Snyder weekends. We call it Snyder Con. Anybody have any? I don't know. Anybody have any thoughts about that? Me? I don't know. I keep hearing so much different shit, man. I don't know what to believe, man. And you got people that are wherever that's happening at. I don't know where the fuck SnyderCon is at. You got people out there doing meetups. I heard it's like $150 a ticket or some shit. I don't know. It's supposed to be what, a 2 or 3 day event. I don't know. It's weird. The showings of the movies are weird. Are weird also. I know, like, let's say Zack Snyder is supposed to be showing his cut of, let's say, like the Zack Snyder's Justice League. If I'm not mistaken, he's gonna show that on a Saturday or Sunday night. But when he does it, it's what, a 3-4 hour movie. He's gonna fucking show it at like 10:30 at night. So by the time everybody watches it with him, it'll be like 1 or 2 in the morning. And then I heard after that is when he's supposed to be making these announcements about whatever the hell he's excited about that's supposed to happen this weekend that people have been trying to figure out ever since he announced this shit. June Wong, what's up, man? He says Astral Train is so cool. A train in space does not compute, but who cares? I know, right? That's, man, the triple changers, man, they were fucking awesome, man. They were fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm just wondering what, I'm wondering what we're supposed to be getting from this SnyderCon. Anybody have any ideas, any thoughts? Just I'm very curious to know what you look. What I know is what I've told y'all, and I've also heard that there might be some appearances by Henry Cavill. Some other people might show up. They might show up in person, or they might do like a video, a little video appearance. But I mean, what the fuck is? I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Some people are going so far as to say, hey, we're actually going to be, they're going to actually be trying to show that Netflix had bought the rights to do the Snyderverse on Netflix. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. Me myself, I don't even trust Zack Snyder for how I don't trust him for shit, man. He can say whatever the fuck till he's blue in the face. I would just leave him be blue in the face, man. Just slid into your DMs. Oh man, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. And actually, I heard it go off. So when I get off of this, I'm gonna hit you up, man. Thank you for that. And Kai says, I'm with you on Snyder. Yeah, man. I mean, come on. We all know what the fuck he did in 2021. I'll never forget that. I seen that shit unfold in real time, man. He's a real shitty dude, man. Like a lot of people say he's fun, and people that they work with, you know, say he's a nice guy. But man, when he came around our way, he was nothing but a piece of shit. So fuck Zack Snyder. You know, he's a part of, you know, why half of us can't get along with the other half. You know, he's part of what started this shit. So whenever I think of him, you know, I fucking, you know, see whatever the fuck he's doing. You know, I still haven't got to the point of that I wanted to watch some shit like Rebel Moon after all that bullshit. You know, it's like, fuck that, man. Yup. How you act and how you treat people are two different things. You so right about that shit. Like, yeah, you know, he's, the way he treats people on the set, you know, of the movies. Of course, you know, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, everybody loves his ass. But damn, you get him out in public, like at the fucking, you know, at the charity drive. Shit, look at what kind of dipshit he turned out to be. Man, fuck Zack Snyder, man. You know, I do like that fucking 4-hour Justice League movie, but him as an individual, that motherfucking kick rocks. What's up, Kai? He says, I still watch the cut of the Justice League because I wanted to see if it was all hype or what. Turned out his was better, yeah. He still is a trash human being. Yeah, I agree with you right there, brother. He's still a piece of shit. Yeah, he's still trash. Yep. Yeah, man. You know, could be a good director, you know, and I did enjoy his fucking cut of the, you know, his cut of the Justice League. I watched it a few times. Watched it about 3 times, man. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, you know, I don't know, but with him, it was a little harder to separate the art from the artist with his ass. His circumstance is something special altogether, man. Kai, I'm with you on that, brother. Say, Kai, like I said, man, in the next week or two, man, I'd love to have you on, man. We can fucking kick it, man. Talk about whatever, man. Love to talk about your book, man, and what you got, you know, coming up and how you feel about certain shit. We'd love to have you on, man. Hell yeah. Man. It's Friday night. Say, Kai, when's the next time you streaming, brother? For sure, hit me up. I'm down. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. Monday for your birthday. Well, Monday I'll be there, man. Starts at 12 noon Pacific. So you're about 2 hours, 3 hours behind us. So that would be, that'd be about 2. Wouldn't that be about 2? I'm Central. I'm here in Houston. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 hours. I think it's 2, huh? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's 2 hours. Okay, so yeah, that'll be about 12. That'll be about 2 o'clock my time. Yeah, I'll definitely be there, man. 2 hours. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for that. Shit, yeah, man. And happy early birthday, brother. You know, for real, man. Happy early birthday, man. It's 5 p.m. Now for me. There you go. Yeah, because almost 7 here. I'm heading off. Oh, I'm heading off as it's 1 a.m. Oh shit. Say ZBR before you go. If it's 1 o'clock, where you at? Where are you? If you don't mind me asking. Appreciate that, Kai. Thank you, man. I'm curious. He's like 1 o'clock. I mean, are you in the UK? UK. Yeah, I see. All right. As soon as I said it, you threw it in there. Thank you, man. I understand that. Look, brother, you have a good night's rest. Hopefully, you know, we'll get a chance to see you tomorrow. And shit, yeah, man, enjoy the rest of your night, man. Well, I know you're going to bed, but enjoy your morning, and you know, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Thank you, man. Yep. So let me see this weekend. Look, just curious. Anybody checking out The Flash when it drops? Yeah, you take it easy too, brother. You know, everybody's saying they're gonna go check it for Keaton. Me, I just want to see how it all goes down, man. I just want to see how it all goes down. I've been talking shit about it, good, bad. Well, at first, when I first found out the Flash movie was coming, you know, we all questioned Ezra Miller, but that was before we found out, you know, the bullshit. Just the way he was in the way he was in Zack Snyder's Justice League made me see a look. If it wasn't for Zack Snyder's Justice League, man, that was Zack Snyder's Justice League was what actually gave people, had people give Ezra Miller a chance. After they saw that he wasn't such a dipshit by the way he was portrayed in Zack Snyder's Justice League, people were like, oh, well, you know, he did better in this Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. Okay, we'll give him a fucking chance to do the Flash. But that was before we knew anything else. So, of course, you know, you go back, you put 24/7 Fusion Media, and you put the Flash, you'll see all my shit pop up. Everything I've ever said about the Flash movie. And then you'll see from the very first ones that, you know, the oldest ones that come out, you'll see that I was on board. Okay, yeah, you know, we're going to have guest appearances. We're going to see, you know, Linda Carter. We're going to see, you know, Adam West. We're going to see Christopher Reeves. So I was all in. Then boom, you know, the bullshit hit about him fucking around and whatever. And then that's when shit started going bad. That's when, you know, my videos started like, hey, check this motherfucker out. Look what he's doing. This and that. And that's when my video started to change. But then, you know, Vaslov, he took over and, you know, he's trying to fucking save the movie and reshoots and all this bullshit. You know, he gets caught up and, you know, Ezra and, you know, whatever the fuck. And, you know, he's trying to get help. I don't believe that shit, but that's what they say. And it's like, all right, well, you know, I was like, shit. You know, I was like, well, you know. So then, of course, everything, you know, of course, the tone of my video started changing. But then we start seeing trailers. And we're like, well, what the fuck's this and that? And then, you know, we seen Michael Keaton and what the hell he's doing. Then after this last trailer, I was like, oh, shit. Fucking Michael Keaton is he look like he's in the fucking fight of his life. Looks like he's more in the fight in this movie than any fucking thing he was dealing with in his first two Batman movies. It's like you're looking at an older Batman fighting in some higher stakes type shits. And from what it looks like, excuse me, from what it looks like, Michael Keaton never fought no superpowered beings. He's always fought your fucking street thugs, your Joker, your Penguin, whatever the fuck. Like he fought all that shit. But you know, fought villains in Gotham. But I mean, damn, you talking about Michael Keaton Batman fighting a motherfucker with the power, you know, a Kryptonian and all this other shit. So we're seeing a Michael Keaton Batman in a situation that we probably would have never thought we'd see him in. Because they do have Michael Keaton Batman comic books out. And even then, he's not fighting no superpowered motherfucker. He's just doing Michael Keaton Batman shit. But this movie, fuck. He's dealing with the Flash. He's dealing with he's seeing shit he ain't never saw before. He's like, what the fuck? And to see him in a character we haven't seen in over 30 years, come back and get put in a scenario like that. I gotta see how it all goes down, man. I gotta see that shit, man. You know, but then I'd be a hypocrite too if I didn't. Like, damn, you made videos for over 2 years and you didn't fucking watch the movie. Nah, not me, man. I gotta go see it, man. I gotta see it, man. Zach says, I've been lurking, but excited for Sisu. What is Sisu, man? Like I said, I seen it. I don't even know what it is, but I seen it advertised and had no clue. My brother Hephasia says it's 1:02 a.m. here in the UK as well, I guess. Yep. Yeah, you guys are damn, you guys are doing it, man. So you guys are what, 6 hours ahead in the UK? Interesting. All right. And my brother says, please just condense the Flash movie down to 15 minutes that Michael Keaton is in it. I feel you, man. Yeah, that's, to be honest, that's how a lot of people feel. I try not to fall for dangling keys. Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I'm trying not to be the donkey with the carrot in front of them and shit. That's that kind of thing. And her face, she says, just Michael Keaton and I will be happy. I feel you, man. Oh shit. Kai says, that's fair if you've talked about it and you got to give it a shot. I mean, again, man, it's one of those things that for better or worse, just got to put my head down and rush into it, man. Rush into the middle of it and see how it all happens, man. Shit. I mean, that's the least I can do. And I mean, just the whole hubbub behind this movie, Ezra Miller, the director drawing a comic book with Ezra Miller naked on the fucking cover, all the bullshit, all that shit, the rumors, who's going to be in it, who's not, everything. And then you hear that, look, at CinemaCon over the weekend, they were saying that people at the CinemaCon were crying. So you got the fucking attendees at the CinemaCon in tears. Dog, so at the test screenings a couple months ago, they were crying. At CinemaCon over the weekend, more people are crying. What the fuck are they crying for? Like, somebody dies? Some bullshit. If people are crying, something serious happened in that movie. It got people in tears. And I keep hearing people were crying over the weekend. So what the hell is in this movie that got people crying? I'm serious, man. What is in this movie that got people tearing up, man? What is so heartfelt? Did Supergirl die in such a fucked up way? One of the Flashes die and it's fucking crazy. What the fuck happens? I better not see no Michael Keaton Batman die. I better not see that shit. I better not see that, man. I better not see Michael Keaton or no bullshit like that. If he dies, I'm going to be like, dude, the next video after that movie, dog, you're going to see me fucking, boy. And and trust me, I'm going to add everybody at WB when I throw my shit on Twitter. So I don't give a fuck. You can be in Warner Brothers Animation and you're getting this video is coming straight at y'all motherfuckers. If I see some trash like that, Michael Keaton's Batman better live past this movie. That's all I'm saying, man. If he dies in this movie, I'm gonna go left on fuck Tribe. Watch. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch what I do. I'll make sure Vaslov, James Gunn, everybody that has a fucking Twitter handle, they're all getting my video. I don't give a fuck if I know that you're just a VP in marketing or you're just some regular. I don't give a fuck if I find out you work for Warner Brothers. My video's coming right. My video's gonna fucking knock on your door. So I'm shit. I'm being fucking for real now, man. They fuck around and kill Michael Keaton in this movie. It's that's it. Penny said, "Let's get nuts." Yeah. What's up, Kai? He says, "Some people are bitches. If you want proof, I cried when when all the toys held hands and accepted their fate in Toy Story 3. LOL." I feel you, man. But if it's got to be some real heartfelt stuff going on, but I just hope that if somebody's crying, I hope it's not because someone major died. Again, if they want to kill off Ezra Miller and the rest of his Flashes, I don't give a shit. But hopefully, at least Michael Keaton needs to make it out that movie alive. His Batman needs to come out of that movie still Batman. I don't give a fuck. He's old Batman, but he needs to come out of that bitch alive. Because if his character dies in that movie, dog, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be all hell's gonna break loose. So that's how I feel about that shit, man. I'm just curious, man, why people crying in that movie, like, or is it the thing that Ezra Miller has to like do what he has to do to see his mother die in order for him to fucking save the planet or save the universe or the multiverse or whatever? And if that's the hard shit that people are, because they're probably going to show the mom good with Ezra and I love you, son, and you're my baby and all this other shit, and I guess if people feel for the connection, and then all of a sudden at the end of the movie you got to watch his own mother die and he can't do shit about it. He just has to sit there and watch her die and just let her die and be like, fuck it, I have to sacrifice you in order to save the planet. Fuck, and I guess if there's like that emotional connection in that way, then I guess it might have, I guess you just have to see if they play it right. That I could see somebody probably cheering up because the way they're gonna make it so dramatic, like he's making the ultimate sacrifice, which is gonna be his mom's. Ooh-wee. I'm just wondering, man. I just want to see what the fuck everybody's crying about, man. And some of the action looked pretty decent. And of course, we found out that the movie's not finished. Like it's they're done filming it, but they didn't put all the VFX in there. So I guess all the way until what, June 16th? Yeah, they got about a month. About a month? Yeah. Wait a minute. What's today's date? Oh, they got a month and what, 2 weeks or close to, yeah. About a month and 2 weeks to fix that shit. To put all the VFX, everything in there. And what's up, Kai? He says, imagine if your mom died. Is the easiest way to get most people to cry. So if that's what it is, then it's a cheap shot that we all know is coming. And it doesn't mean shit. Well, that it's, the crazy part in the Flashpoint storyline, Barry had to do that shit in the comics. So, but, reading it in the comic books versus you actually seeing people on the screen actually going through that shit, that might trigger something, just actually seeing it, instead of just flipping a comic book page. It's but yeah, I mean, it's oh shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna see this, man. I'm gonna see this movie, man. I seen they have a whole lot of member berries in that motherfucker though. Shit. Got a couple more minutes. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with this one. So just to see Michael Keaton, and hopefully he doesn't die. I'll be good with that. It looks like Zod was getting his ass whooped, but it looks like a bunch of other shit happened too. So man, I'm telling you, I can't wait to see what the fuck happens. This This thing is a mishmash of. This is actually a mashup of 3 different. Wait a minute. It's a mashup of 4 different elements. You got Tim Burton Batman, Zack Snyder's whatever. Then you have what else? And then you have the director himself, Andy Muschietti. So basically, you got shit from Zack Snyder's movie mixed with shit from Tim Burton's Batman movie, along with the director Andy Muschietti, his own personal feeling about what he's doing. So you're getting things from from 3 different ways. I don't know, man. It's again, it's a mashup of shit. Huh. So you got Andy Muschietti trying to do his best Zack Snyder and Tim Burton collab all in one movie. Right. June Wong. What's up, brother? He says movie dialogue and story has certainly gone downhill. It has, man. Simple storytelling and movie dialogue. Fuck. It's nowhere compared to what it was fucking 10, 15, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Shit. Movies as a whole has fallen off so much. TV shows ain't worth shit. They don't stick around long enough for anything. I think what Stranger Things is getting a season 5 or some shit. Probably one of the longest running things over at Netflix. But they don't ever hold on to anything long enough. But then there's so much shit. It's like I don't know. It's just deteriorated, man. It's bad. And then I don't know, probably you heard Kai and other folks. The next month or so, the fucking writer strike is happening again. Look, when this writer strike hits, they won't be able to put out anything for a while until they fix that shit. So you're gonna have all these writers fucking walking off the jobs, incomplete scripts, like whether it's TV and or movies or whatever the fuck. It's like people are just this strike. It's gonna be interesting to see how it happens and see what happens to Hollywood when that actually takes place. Boy. Yeah, so basically if you don't get your movie written right now, or you don't get your scripts, for whatever written right now before they strike, you might as well hang up your movie, your show, or whatever. You might as well hang that shit up or postpone it until the strike is fucking finished. And even then, people might not care about what you're putting out. Why? Because it's been shelved for so long. People lose interest, man, and they just move on to the next thing. But then what kind of movies and TV shows will be produced or coming out during the writer strike? Who knows? It's probably going to be some shit they already have in the can. They gotta have a way to substitute for people not working. So it more likely it's going to be some shit that's already made. No right. Zach says no writers in Hollywood. Would anyone even notice? I know, right? That's hell. To be honest, they might be fucking doing us a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we're gonna get a fucking break from watching all this bullshit. Yeah, might even encourage them to stay on strike. Like, please, man, like, stay on strike. Don't even, I hope the negotiation goes long so that it'll save us from watching a bunch of woke shit. And that's it. So actually, to be honest, it might be fucking doing us a favor, right? The writer strike hits, all these woke ass writers won't be writing shit no more. They'll be on in a picket line, fucking protesting or whatever the fuck, and we'll just be watching, old shit. Or like I said, they're probably gonna have some show that they can just put on the air or throw some movies in the theater, while everything's happening, just to get people to still watch. Like, fuck that. Yeah, man. So I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now with that. But I tell you guys what, I already been doing this for 2 hours, and I'm gonna have to get up and move around. If I could sit here a little longer, I'll do it. Just because I enjoy being with y'all, but physically, it's not really good for me to sit down for too long. So I'm gonna get up, get the moving around. Try to heat up something, fix something for dinner. And in the next 2.5 hours, I'll be on Stone Loki's channel, Late Night with Mexican Iron Man. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there, and I'll be just kicking it with them. And like I said, they'll be talking about Springer, so we'll see what they have to say about that. Matter of fact, I have when I was a manager at Denny's, I had 2 employees that actually went to the Springer. They didn't go to watch it. They were in some shit, and I was going to tell everyone about that story when because I watched it when they were like, "Hey, we're gonna take off for a week," and then we're fucking watching Jerry Springer, and these motherfuckers are on it. It was so funny, man, and the shit that happened was kind of wild. So I'll end up telling that story tonight. Seeing fucking, my employees fucking fighting on the fucking Springer show. Yeah, some bullshit. Says, I'm headed out, brother. Just noticed the time. Take care. Have a great night. You do the same, man. And peace out to you, brother. Kai says, peace out, chat. So, yeah. You got the right idea, brother. I'm going to go head out myself. Look, everybody, I want to tell everyone thank y'all for being here. Kaya MFS, thank you, brother. Zax, June Wong, Penny, thank you. Ephesius, thank you, my brother. I'll definitely be hitting you up here shortly. Zax, man, my brother, thank you. ZBR, I know you're gone, but I appreciate you still, man. Thank you. Low Spec Linux Laptop. My brother, thank you, man. Zachariah 315, brother, you're awesome, man. Thank you, man, for being here. You guys are just awesome. Just Joe 47, man. You were lighting it up, brother. You shit, man. You got a whole kind of knowledge, man. Shit, thank you, man, for being here, man, and having our backs, man. When we couldn't remember shit, you were definitely on point, man. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. DJ Ronnie G. Thank you, man. Sure appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. Vigilante Williamson, my brother. Thank you, man, for being here. Sentient Dildo. The awesome dude, man. Thank you, Sentient. Brandon, the anime guy. Appreciate you, Pat S. And Comics Talk with Pops Van Zant. Thank you. A bit of a tongue twister, but I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. The lovely Sherry. Sure appreciate you, Sherry. You're always awesome, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that looks like that's about it. Yeah. So with that, Lady Miss, I didn't know you were here. Man, I wish I'd have known. We would have said what's up to you earlier. But thank you for being here. I know you were probably lurking and listening to us talk shit. But thank you, and I appreciate you. And you have a great night and evening as well. Hopefully, if you guys are bored and you're still on YouTube, by 10 o'clock tonight Central Time, you guys can come, check us out over on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. And Lady Miss was like, "Yup, LOL." But thank you for being here, and man, you having my back. I appreciate you. You and Penny and Zax and June Wong and Zach, everybody, man. You guys are just awesome, man. And thank y'all for being here with me, being here for me. And I couldn't ask for better friends and better family than y'all. So thank y'all for everything y'all do for me. Y'all do more for me than what y'all can imagine. Most of all, just thank you for being here. So, yep, I lurked there too. Okay, well, hopefully we'll see you there. And thank you all. And if we don't see you tonight, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And if not, you guys have a good weekend, and see you during the week. But hopefully I get to see y'all tonight and throughout the weekend. So with that, I'm going to go grab something to eat. But you guys take care. I love y'all. Be safe out there, because people are fucking bananas. But, you guys take care, and y'all be safe. And, man, love you guys, man. So with that, I am out. Peace, y'all.